Greetings, YouTubians, and welcome back to Wayne Sharp World, where today we are taking a look at two brand new versions of some awesome Vosteed knives, but these are not brand new models yet. They are very different from the original versions. Let me tell you guys, I don't know about you where you are in your neck of the woods, but around here, it's finally starting to heat up a little in Michigan, and I feel like some of these knife companies are heating up with the weather. That's a very good thing, because what we have here are two fantastic models from Vosteed, one with a new lock type, one with a new blade shape, and they're both pretty damn cool in my opinion. We're going to take a look at both of them, but first, I want to thank you guys for tuning in today. If you like what you see, please do me a huge favor, hit that subscribe button, follow along, and I will continue to bring you the content. And let's take a look at what we got here. And you know what? As I was talking to you there, we're making a change up. I'm going to show this one next. I really do like both of them just about equally. They're both very different, extremely cool, but I've got a lot more ideas about the other one. This one here, though, is the latest and greatest version of the Corgi, and you really can't see the difference at all because when I bring out this Corgi, they look exactly the same. Nice, clean, symmetrical. Everything about it is just very, very pleasing in my opinion. And you have that beautiful drop point blade on the Corgi. And then on this one right here, you have a sheep's foot. Take a look at that. Very different. I really don't know which one I like more. I am a huge fan of sheep's foots, and this one is really, I feel like this is more of a reverse tanto. They have it listed as a sheep's foot on the website. I'm not here to argue, but I kind of feel like it's more of a reverse tanto. You guys tell me. But regardless, love this new blade shape. It is fantastic. This is really, it's kind of like a very reddish orange G10. I would probably consider it a little more red than orange, even though it may not look like that in the camera, or maybe I'm colorblind, I don't know. But either way, the blade shape is what this knife is all about. You got two options for the handle on this. Let's take a look at some overall specs in case you guys have never handled the Corgi. We're looking at 7.17 inches, a blade length of 2.98 inches, and a handle length of 4.18 inches. Steel is 14C 28N. You love to see it on any knife under $100. This one here is well under $100. G10 for the handle material on this. Like I said, it's kind of a reddish orange G10, but then there's also a blue micarta option that is also very nice. I don't know if it's denim, but it has a very denim type look to it. Good Lord. We are looking at a Trek lock on this, which is a nice, secure form of a button lock with a weight coming in at 3.65 ounces, designed by the one and only Yu Dong, and a price coming in at an extremely reasonable $62. Excellent price for this at 62 bucks. And let's just admire this blade shape, because that really is that's the big difference here with this knife. It's all about the blade shape, and it kind of gives it more of that more Japanese infused type vibes. I don't know. I love what it's doing with it. Really, really nice. Great flipping action, whether you're regular flipping or front flipping or reverse flipping or reach around flipping, all types of flipping. It can flip very well. Of course, you can still use the button there to deploy the blade, and just a very nice neutral grip, but it feels so good because even though it's not contoured, the edges of the handle are all rounded off very, very nicely, very comfy in hand, and yeah, just an excellent, excellent EDC knife. Let me know, guys, what do you think? Because I gotta say, this version of the Corgi here, I wasn't sure if it could get a lot better, but I am literally right on the line here. I don't know which one I like more. Obviously, I think I'm just going to hold on to both of these because they both have a place in the collection in rotation. I definitely like the stonewash more on the drop point. But in terms of just the blade shape, let me know. I feel like these are two extremely clean, very, very good looking blades there. So really, really loving what is coming out of Vosteed in terms of variety and new things, different things on great knives, because you know, it's awesome when a company comes out with a good knife. It's even more awesome when they take that good knife and just keep making it different and keeping it just as good, just as great. That's exciting, and it's so much fun because it adds all that variety, and it makes collecting and using, and it just makes the industry and the hobby more fun when there's more variety. So I love that. And next up here, we are talking about the notorious raccoon, but this here with a new lock. And yes, this is a new lock. This is not just a button lock. This is the Raccoon TLL. If you don't know what TLL means, I'm going to explain that to you here in just a second. We'll take some quick spec readings. We have an overall length of 7.6 inches, a blade length of 3.26 inches, a handle length of 4.36 inches, a blade steel of 14C 28N. Again, still love to see it. We always love to see it. Micarta for the handle material. TLL, that is the top liner lock. And I will explain exactly what that does right now. It's basically, I don't really know why they call it top liner lock. End of the day, it's a combination, it's an infusion of a button lock and a liner lock. Because at the end of the day, it's ultimately a liner lock that is locking this knife up, as you can see, with the exception of the liner not being in the front. Well, okay, so I'm thinking they call it the top because if you look at the knife like this, the liner lock is more on the top here. So I'm assuming that's probably why they call it top liner lock. But really, I kind of look at like this is the top, but this is the tip. Okay, tip, top, bottom, butt. There we go. We now know the anatomy of a knife when it's open. But yes, top liner lock. So it's a liner lock that you basically open and close by pushing the button. The exact same concept of the Spyderco Smock. So if you like the Spyderco Smock, you can expect very, very similar action there. And I gotta say, I am loving this action. Let's finish reading off the specs real quick. Weight coming in at 3.02 ounces, designed by Yudong, of course. And a price, another one, well under 70 bucks, $65 for this guy. 65 bucks. You can't beat it. I mean, you just can't beat it. It has the same great ergos that I think just about everybody loves with the Raccoon. And it is just, it's all about the lock with this. And this has me thinking about a lot of things. Let's do a size comparison real quick. Actually, let's bring out both of these in case you were wondering about the Corgi with the new sheep's foot blade, reverse Tonto blade, or this Raccoon. As you can see, the Raccoon's a little longer. We will, of course, bring out my design through Vosteed, the Vosteed Thornton, set that up here, and one more, this guy right here. If you're talking Vosteed, you really have to talk about this knife, the Thunderbird. It's arguably their best model. And that right there is arguably the 4 best models to ever come out of Vosteed. I'm tooting my own horn. Give me a pass, guys. I love my knife. But I love all these knives. I really do. The variety inside Vosteed right now is crazy. Vosteed is starting to climb up there with the Kaisers and Civivis and CGRBs and not just in quality and just overall awesomeness, which I think they've been there for a long time, but the options. They have a lot of options. And if you go on their website, there's a lot more in stock than you think. They're not in stock for everything, but there is a lot of different knives available. There are some Thorntons still available, and I'm working on more runs of those. They're the top liner lock. There is still some versions of this available. Of course, the Raccoon and the Corgi will both be linked directly below, of course, since that's what this video is about. But there are still some versions of this one left. I believe green micarta and some black micarta versions. And now the Corgi, I forgot to mention, the Corgi actually has not released yet. It's actually releasing tomorrow, and it's shipping tomorrow. So you can actually, if you're watching this video the day I upload it, you can technically pre-order it, and it'll ship tomorrow. So you can basically order it today. I mean, it's basically, at this point, if you order it, it's going to ship the next day anyway. So yeah, you can basically just order these right now and be one of the first to get them. And I think this blade shape is going to sell pretty quick. I think this is going to be a pretty popular knife. The Corgi's always sold well, but I think a lot of people are going to see this blade shape and just get like, yeah, instant like FOMO going on, fear of missing out, and pick one up. So really, really nice looking blade there. And yeah, just really, really good knives coming out of Vosteed. When it comes down to these two, I love the new blade shape. This top liner lock is really, really intriguing to me. I want to see a lot more of this because I love the fact that with this top liner lock, you get a detent. There's a detent ball in there. I'm trying to see if I can... Let's see. I don't think you can see it. Well, technically you can maybe, yeah, you can just see it right there on top of my thumb. But there is a detent ball in there, and it's a pretty nice detent. It's pretty satisfying. Pretty darn satisfying indeed. I love knives with a nice crisp detent, and to have something with the fidget factor of a button lock or a top liner lock. This is, you know, again, different type of button lock, but similar to the smock, all that good stuff. Fidget factor through the roof. Nice, satisfying detent. The reverse flick on this, oh, it's stupid good. It's so good. I really want to look into getting a top liner lock put on the Thornton and maybe a bigger version. What would you guys think of a Thornton XL with a top liner lock? I'm really intrigued by that thought. So I may have to see if we can get that stirred up. If you would like that, if you want a larger version of the Thornton, let me know in the comments. And of course, I am working on the next version to have left and right carry, so that's going to be nice. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of that. And of course, let me know what you think of these two knives. Available now, dropping tomorrow, but you can pre-order right now. Really good stuff coming out of Vosteed. And we're not even halfway into the year yet, guys. I cannot wait to see what comes out in the summer and fall. But that's what's out now. Let me know what you guys think. Really hope you enjoyed this one. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And until the next one, I'm out.